It's another defeat. It's happened again. It's happened again. I mean, much less of a battering so much on the score sheet than it was on the pitch. We had our chances. We did have our chances, bless us. But, you know, just too much for us. And, I mean, what fans, by the way, Man City fans, getting booed by their own fans for storming the pitch as well, as classy as ever. You know, celebrating like they've just won promotion. Bizarre, weird sort of behaviour, but still, I mean, they're celebrating like real fans, aren't they? Anyway, it's, look, it's fucking pathetic, isn't it? 5th league title in 6 years and they're celebrating like that, like it's their first ever one. Bizarre. But anyway, sourpuss aside, you know, sour views aside, we've been nothing short of shocking this season. Shocking this game. Really, no one got into the game. I thought Loftus-Cheek was the standout or one of the standouts. But the lineup itself, just shambolic. And again, I said this, but I feel like it does not scream a... Say what you want about Lampard. Say what you want about his quality or lack of quality as a manager, or, you know... I find it hard to believe that there is any manager at all, no matter how good or bad, that would have fielded Havertz, Gallagher and Sterling as a front three for whatever reason when Mudryk and Madueke are on the bench, just gathering dust. Again, Havertz on the bench, starting again in a game where there's nothing to lose, there's nothing to gain. What there is to gain is experience for these players. Yes, David Datra Fofana's going out on loan next season. Okay, we get that. But why? Well, I mean, I really do not understand. What's the point of even bringing him if he's not going to play? It's the constant thing of like, oh, well, you know, we haven't got an out-and-out striker. We do! We literally have one on the bench, and he doesn't get fielded. Chukwuemeka as well. Told he's not allowed to go with the youth England side. And comes on in the 80th minute. What is that about? It just makes no sense. Like, that's the thing with this whole season, is that, yes, we've been really poor. We've been really poor. We've been awful. Absolutely terrible. But I can't help but think that some of the decision-making, no matter who, if it was Tuchel at the beginning of the season, if it was Potter, if it was, Lampard, the decision-making has been so catastrophically poor this whole season in terms of lineups that you just look and you think, surely, with the players we've got on the bench, why? What does Sterling gain from playing 3 games the rest of this season as our front man or one of our front men? He's playing against his old club who have won the league, and he's playing at their old stadium and he's going to get booed. What's the point? You're playing Gallagher in an attacking role again when we know it doesn't work. He played all right, but not fantastic. He was again more so the headless chicken Gallagher that we know he can be. Kai Havertz, like I said, what's the fucking point when he's not a striker and he's out of position, but he's played as striker all season, but still doesn't play like a striker? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I really, it's beyond me. And again, I said this, it feels like there is a massive inclusion of Todd Boehly in the choosing of these lineups, because for the life of me, there is no chance that the person who has got the best lineup so far that we've seen is probably Bruno. Because it was one game and he's like, well, what was he going to do? Sack me? I don't even want to be here. Pulisic coming on for Havertz in the 85th minute. A non-striker coming off for a non-striker when there is a young, talented striker on the bench. Makes no sense whatsoever. I cannot wait for this season to be over with. I really cannot. Kepa, you know, just a very sort of Kepa performance today. Azpilicueta played badly, but by no fault of his own. He was just getting absolutely rattled by their Gomez and Palmer. Wesley Fofana, I thought was diabolical for a lot of the game. He gave away the goal. We could have easily got a 0-0 there, which would that have been deserved? Probably not. You know, Enzo Fernandez played well. Loftus-Cheek played very well. Lewis Hall played very well. Considering the fact that I'm looking at these ratings from some of these websites and Kai Havertz is up there as one of our best players. Fuck off. Trevor Chalobah didn't really do too much. Thiago Silva gave away the ball at least once that was, you just thought, oh, here we go again, but then made up for it. But other than that, played pretty well. That said, Mudryk and Madueke, when they came on, did they do much? Madueke did one of his drilled across crosses. And yeah, oh God. Just sad, really, isn't it? Koulibaly got some game time as well. So sad. Not that Koulibaly got game time, but it's just the whole thing's just so sad, isn't it? I can't wait for Pochettino to get a hold of this team. Because you know if Pochettino can't, and I'm not like saying this in the sense of like he's a fantastic manager, so he must get the best out of this team. But we've gone through Tuchel, Potter, Bruno, doesn't really count, and Frank Lampard. And say what you want about these managers, but if Pochettino comes in next season and we are exactly the same with these players, with the amount of money we spent and the players that we've got on paper and the players that we've got coming in, Nkunku, Malagusto, Andre Santos, not that he'll play because he'll be put out on loan probably. Nkunku, I've said him already, but so many other players, getting rid of all the dross, all the poison in this side. And if we're still shit after that, it's the players, not the manager. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it now. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and follow if you haven't done already. My name is Harry at the Chelsea. And peace.